Welcome to That Wrought Life, and it's another tutorial. So excited to show you guys this one. It is all about the DTF sublimation hack. I want to thank CenDale. They sent me the products to try it, and I'm going to show you guys. Let's get started. The first thing we want to talk about is what you will need to do the DTF printing with Sublimation hack. First thing you're going to need is your sublimation printer. It's kind of a standard term, but technically it's a printer with sublimation ink. You can use this printer without sublimation ink. It's just a printer. I'm working on the Epson EcoTank 8550. That's my printer. Wide format. If you ever buy a sublimation printer or an Epson printer, make sure you get wide format. You're going to like it. Trust me. And so other than the printer, I'm trying to think, the only thing you need is the film. This is kind of matte, kind of clear. It looks like laminating film. But it tells me right here that this is the print side. Really appreciate that because it's hard to tell, you know, sometimes. And then you are going to need the DTF powder, which is what they sent me, and we'll talk about who sent the product. I was reached out through email by a company called CenDale. I know it's going to be backwards. I apologize. It's just the way it is. That's their name, CenDale. This is what they sent. They sent me the film and the powder, and they sent me a roll of tape. I assume this is heat tape, but I don't know for sure. I haven't used it yet because I don't normally use tape to tape my stuff down on my heat press. Some do. I don't always. And that's all you need. Really, that's all you need. I want to thank CenDale again. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful they sent me this product to try. But the whole purpose of them sending me this product is so I can show it to you and you guys can learn how to use it. And I will put their website right here so you can order. Right here. I fit it in right here. You know, in editing. Anyway, I like being silly on videos. I'm sorry. But in this package, I want to show you guys, look at that. They told me what you need. I'll read it to you. DTF film, DTF ink, DTF powder, heat press machine, printer. They said DTF printer. That's if you're using a DTF printer, DTF ink. We're using the sublimation hack, which is a little bit different. And, okay, next piece of paper. They have instructions. Love that. Oh my gosh. Love it. Instructions. And actually this chart right here is comparing the different styles of printing. And what I'm going to do for you guys, instead of showing you this, you see it backward, when I get to editing, I'm going to type it here, put a little, you know, a little grid. Because it tells me the different uses with DTF printing, sublimation hack printing, and sublimation printing. And how it can, you know, based on what you need, what would be the best for you. We all know about sublimation printing, that it works better on polyester. Well, DTF, sublimation hack, we are going to press on cotton. Amen. What other ways have we pressed on cotton? Other than using heat transfer vinyl, we've done sublimation on glitter, white glitter HTV. We've done sublimation on clear HTV. I'll put the videos in the cards. The cards are going to show up over here, right here in this area. I'll put the cards on some of the other sublimation hacks that I've been able to use to do on cotton. This is another one. So far, I like it. I like it. And I like that the products came with all this information. So if you're a beginner, you know what to do. So now we're going to start with the process. All right, now with the process. I have my laptop in front of me and I have my design ready to print. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my film, put it in the printer. My printer's over here off camera, but that's okay. That's okay. You don't need to see me put a piece of film in the printer. But this says print side, and I know my printer. I know that it has to be face down. So I took this print side, put it face down, put it in. The film that they sent me is 8 by 11. And so what I did was put it in my 8.5 by 11 tray, and that worked for me because I printed already. So the instructions say to print your image while your image is still wet. So right out of the printer, I have 2 shirts to make. I'm going to print them one at a time. I've only done this project, this is the second time, so I'm not comfortable yet printing multiples since it says to put the powder on it when the ink is wet. I'm doing these one at a time, but I'm not going to show you guys both shirts. We'll show you one shirt. I'll video one shirt, do the other one off camera, and everybody's happy. So I have my film in the printer. I'm going to go to my laptop and click print. Once the image is out, this is what I'm going to do is CenDale sent this to me in this box, which is so helpful. So what I'm going to do is once my image is out of the printer, I'm going to pour the powder over it and kind of move it around. It reminded me of when we played with glitter as kids. Remember we put glue on the paper and then added the glitter and you move it around? Same thing. We're going to be pros at this, right? Okay, so once that's out of the printer, we're going to come back and I'm going to try to film, the overhead shot of me putting the powder on. And if it doesn't look right, then I'll just show you after the powder's on. Either way, we'll get it done, right? Okay, I did not film the powder process because I felt like it wasn't needed. I was pouring powder. I explained it to y'all. It was really, honestly, true to God, like pouring glitter over, glue when we were kids. But I do want to show you what it looks like when it's done. You can tell, I am shaking off a little bit. You can tell, let's put it in camera. There we go. It has, you can see the powder that's attached. It kind of clings to the ink. And you can see it. Y'all see that? Yep, let me go back this way. All right, you can kind of see before. I wish I'd show y'all the before, but it's okay. It's kind of like a matte look. And then now it looks the powder. You can see where the powder has clung to the ink. Now I'm going to take you to the heat press and show you. We only have 2 more steps, y'all. 2 more steps. That's it. Let me lay out the steps for you. It was design. You have to design your image. Then print, then powder, then you hover, and then press. We're already at going to step 4, which is the hover phase. And I'll tell you, then I'll take you, but you lay it face up, bring the press down where you're not touching it, and you hover for 60 seconds. And there are some tricks. I'll show you guys. 1 second. Okay, you see what I did? I placed my image face up. And all we have to do is bring down the heat press and hover. Don't press it all the way down. And it says to hover for 60 seconds. All right, after the 60-second press, I'm going to show you guys because honestly, when I hovered my first time, there were some spots that didn't get, they didn't get completely melted. I'm going to call it melted. I'll show you. Maybe this one will be different, but once I do the 60-second hover, I'm going to show you because I think I hovered 2 or 3 times when I did it the first time. Okay, so this is our first hover, but do you see how this is what you want it to look like? You see these stars over here? That's what you want it to look like. Okay, let's look. There are some spots that need a little more work right here. You see the K, the AK. See how you can see some powder? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back under there, kind of shift it a little bit in the heat press, maybe shift it over a little bit so we can focus on this area right here. So I'm going to hover again because I want every single part to look like this over here. You see what I'm saying? All right, even see it, say right here where it looks a little white and powdery where this is all bright and bold. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust it a little bit and hover again, and then we'll look at it. Okay, sorry, it's very zoomed in, and the print is done. See how it looks kind of melted? You can't see the powder. It's kind of, looks like glitter. Really looks like glitter. Isn't that a cute print? It says, if you haven't read it already, you look like the 4th of July. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. So cute. Anyway, our next step is to put the shirt on and press it. I'm going to put the shirt on, press it for 60 seconds. And then after that, we get to see the final product. Okay, it is done. It is off the press. A few things I want to tell y'all before I show you the final shirt. Now, when I was pressing, I was doing the hovering. Remember, you have to hover the image before you press it on the shirt. Now, what I did is I hovered and put the image towards the back of the heat press. Because if you notice, if you hover it, you get more heat towards the back. You know what I mean? I'm scared to move my camera pod. It was giving me trouble. The back of the heat press. So what I did is I put it in the back. I hovered, rotated it, hovered again. Perfect. 2 hovers. Couple other shirts, I was hovering again and again and again. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm glad I learned that little hack for y'all. I hope it helps and it works. So you hover, and then you take your shirt and you press like you would normally. When I mean by normal, like a sublimation, 400 degrees, 60 seconds, and you have to cold peel. Please, please, please remember that. Cold peel. So I removed my shirt off of the press. I moved it to my desk, sat it down, let it cool off, peel off the film, throw the film away, and look at that. How cute, bright, full cotton. Let me zoom in. Oh my gosh, y'all don't need to see my face. You need to see this. Did I say that wrong? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It looks great. These are comfort colors. Comfort colors are a very popular cotton shirt. And how it feels like a screen print. It doesn't feel like vinyl. It feels better than vinyl. Maybe not as smooth as sublimation, but if you were on a scale, if you have vinyl here and sublimation here, I'd put it like right here. But you can put it on cotton. So all your customers that want cotton, now you have a way to do it. And another hack that I learned before I end this video is that when I did the powder in the box, right here I did the powder, the box came with like a, it feels like a parchment papery kind of thing. And then, so here's all my powder. Oop. And so what I did is I took my bag, right here, in the bag, and I poured it back in, because who wants to waste? Nobody. Nobody wants to waste. All right, poured it back in, and there we go, and we are done. So for final, not final thoughts, but step-by-step process, again, you are going to, number 1, design, number 2, print, number 3, powder, number 4, hover. Hover at the back of your press, rotate, hover again. Hey, if it works for you to hover 1 time, amen. That's great. I had to hover twice. No big deal. And then, let's hover. Number 5. Number 6, you press it on the shirt and cold peel. All right, that wraps it up. I appreciate you paying attention. Stay and give me some comments. Thanks again to CenDale for their website. Right here on the screen. If we're not laughing, we're not having fun. Am I right? All right, that's it for you guys. Leave me some nice comments. Share with your friends that want to do DTF. And I'll see you on the next one.